What's up, you guys? I'm Monet, and this video is the start to my YouTube channel. This channel is going to be about finances and just building financial freedom for myself. I feel like I'm at a very unique position where I'm basically at ground zero when it comes to finances. I'm actually going to go over and be very transparent about the finances that I have. Everything that I said that I'm saying is relevant, up to date, and truthful. And the whole channel, my vision is to bring awareness to women in finance and business and everything, and just giving a voice to everybody that feels like it's taboo to talk about money, or it's frowned upon to have a lot of money and be successful. I'm obviously not there yet, but my goal of this entire channel is to show you step by step how to build financial freedom as I'm doing it in my own life. My definition of financial freedom is being able to make decisions based on what is going to be best for your life and what's going to be best for others around you, instead of the price tag. If I think that something more expensive is actually going to better my life, I want to be able to buy it and not have to think about like, oh, it was $100 more than the cheaper version of it. So that's my definition of financial freedom, and just having abundance, being able to help other people with my money, and really showing that it's okay to talk about money and be very open. Another reason why I'm starting this channel is because I feel like I said, I'm at a unique spot where I'm starting at ground zero financially, but I also mentally have very big dreams and goals and plans of where I want to be. And so being able to show that transparently, like I said, I'm going to show you my finances that I have right now, and then the whole channel will be a progression of me building financial independence, along with interviewing people from different aspects and really getting an idea of women, particularly in business, and just giving a voice to women and feeling like they have an avenue and a place that they can talk about success. Another reason why I want to start this YouTube channel is giving women an avenue to see that it's okay to fail. I'm only 24 years old, and I have already failed at so many things when it comes to building financial success. I've gone down a lot of avenues thinking that it was gonna, make me the millions, and I was gonna be a millionaire before I was 25, and, just living that ideal lifestyle that you think you're gonna have when you're 18. When you're 18, you see 25 is like so far away, but I'm only a couple months away from being 25, and I'm not at the place that I thought I was going to be, but I'm very grateful for the opportunities that I've had and the avenues that I've gone through, because every single thing that I've done has taught me a different lesson, and I'm now bringing all of those things, all of the good things that I learned from all of these different avenues, which I will talk about, into building financial independence and freedom. I grew up in a very small town, and then I went to college at Washington State University, which is basically a college in another small town. And so when I was done with college, I was like, get me to the city. I need to be around people. And I just knew that there was going to be more opportunities to be in a city, because I felt the lack of opportunities in the small town that I grew up in. I ended up graduating college with the intent to be a financial advisor, to working for a company for 3 months that paid me $18 an hour, to getting into Amazon FBA. In the meantime, I actually attempted to start an MLM business, to being a nanny, which I still am a part-time nanny. And all of that was an accumulation of 2 years of learning things, failing at things, trial and error, trying things, realizing that it's not going to work, taking the good for the good, flushing the bad away. And I feel like I'm now at a very unique mental position where I've learned a lot of skills in all of the different avenues that I've been in, and I have a much better understanding of where I want to go and actually the values that I have in my life in order to progress and live the ultimate life that I want to succeed, which is financial independence and just abundance in all areas of life, being able to help other people and giving an outlet to people to feel like they are also included. So I made a Google Doc of all of the money that I have and the debt that I have, and I'm gonna go over it right now. So take a look right here. in my checking account, I have $815. In my savings account, I have $590. I also have a joint bank account with my girlfriend that we share for our business account, and then also just a joint account for us that has $576. And I also have a childhood checking account that my parents opened when I was a very, very young kid, and then through high school and everything until I got to college, that was my bank account that I put money into. I use that as like my backup account. So if I just like were to hypothetically run out of all money in my entire life, that would be like the backup of the backup of the backup account. So I really don't touch that money. I try to keep it there just as like a safe place, knowing that I have like $1,000 in it. So the total liquid asset money that I have is $2,981.82. Not breaking any records. I know. And so that's the biggest reason why I really wanted to start this YouTube, to show you that I am truly starting at like ground zero. I literally only have like basically $3,000 in liquid asset is what I have. So let's go into the debts. So I have this reserve business line that I owe $707 on, and I actually ended up getting that debt on complete accident. So when I was paying off my credit card, this was like over a year and a half ago now, my credit card had a balance of like $700 that I needed to pay. And so I paid it, and then it was super weird, and it's totally my fault, but the way the credit card showed up, it made it seem like I still owed $700, but I was like, oh, I just paid it. So then I ended up paying another $700. So what ended up happening is, because I was paying a credit card, my bank account took a loan out on my behalf for $700 to pay the credit card, and I had no idea it even did that until like 6 months down the line. So then it had accumulated interest on it because I didn't even know that it existed. So that was like a complete accident, and it was totally my fault. I ended up paying my credit card twice, which I had no clue that I did, but my bank account took a loan out on my behalf. It accumulated interest for about 6 months until I realized that that was even something that was taken out in my name. And so I have just been slowly paying that off, the minimum payments, which I'm gonna go over interest rates in a different video, with the extreme amount that I have paid. I paid almost double on this original reserve business line, because I've only made the minimum payments for a year and a half instead of just paying it all off completely. But again, something that I learned. And then I also have a credit card with a balance of $2,600. I do not believe in credit card debt, but I got myself in a position where I ended up being in credit card debt with honestly just not budgeting properly, and being very carefree with the swipe of the card when I knew deep down that I didn't have the finances to back it up. So digging myself out of that hole. So the debt that I carry altogether is $3,307.04. So as you can see, the debt to income ratio that I am working with right now, I actually have more debt than I do liquid asset, in terms of money that I have in my bank account. So definitely working on paying those debts down and building up savings. But again, that just goes to show you that I truly am starting at ground zero when it comes to finances and building financial freedom. All of these numbers are very accurate. And so yeah, this is just me being honestly very transparent about the finances that I have, because I really want to break down those barriers of it being taboo to talk about money and finances, especially as a woman. I'm not afraid to tell you that these are my finances, because I know that I have a dream and a goal and a vision to get me farther than this, and I want to be able to share that with you guys in hopes that something that I say sparks an interest or gives people the realization that money is abundant And building financial freedom can be done when you start at ground zero. So another thing that I have about $5,000 in stocks that my dad actually set up for me before I was even 18. He was the co-signer on the account when it first started, and then now that I'm over 18, it's only mine, but he set that up because he loved playing the stock market, and he kind of almost played the stock market on my behalf as a young person before I was 18. And then when I was 18, he said, here you go, take it over, see what you can do with it. Again, I totally understand that that is a very fortunate thing for me to have, and not everybody has the benefit of their parents setting up a stock market account for them before they were 18 years old. So I'm very grateful for that, and now it's just my responsibility to use it to my advantage and be able to build it, and then hopefully with this being able to show other people how to do stocks in a small quantity, because 5,000 even in the stock market, it's not that much money, but it is a good amount to get started with. So the other thing that I have down there in the gray category is the FBA inventory. I'll do a whole nother video on this, but basically, like I said, my girlfriend and I got into Amazon FBA, and we have a bunch of inventory for an Amazon product that we have not sold yet. So right now it's actually a liability because we haven't sold it, but it could very quickly turn into an asset as soon as we get the inventory and we sell it. And I'm actually going to do an entire video on getting the inventory and a whole process on the longevity of how long it took and everything about FBA. That will be in a different video. So yeah, here's my financial statement. This is as simple as it gets. I also understand that I don't have student loan debt and I don't have a car payment. So there's my financial statement, and as you can see, there is nothing super special about it. That's what I'm working with. And yeah, let's go on a journey together of building financial freedom. Please like and subscribe. I really want to focus on women in business and women talking about finances and success, because at the end of the day, I heard an amazing statistic. Well, it's not so amazing, but I heard a statistic the other day from Sarah Blakely. She's the creator and founder of Spanx. She's a self-made billionaire, and she said that the finances that go out to people in entrepreneurship, only 2.6% goes to women entrepreneurs. And I just think that that is absolutely absurd. And I want this channel to be an aspect and an avenue for women in business, and just being able to have an outlet to see other women talking about like success. And all right, guys, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to come along with me on the journey to financial independence and exploring different avenues of business, particularly women in business, and talking about financial freedom and success. Hope you guys like the video, and leave a comment below on anything that you want me to make a video about. Thanks for watching. Cheers.